So, guys, here's something that I had to share with you, and it makes me feel so good. So, New York City doesn't want you to drive a car. They just don't. Actually, New York State doesn't want you to drive a car. They are putting up these red light cameras and these speed cameras everywhere because they don't want you to drive. So they're increasing bike lanes and putting up speed cameras and red light cameras. And what they did is they're putting them up like almost on residential streets in front of people's houses like this. Now, I'm in Brooklyn, and the place where I'm at, let's just say it's not the most affluential. And when you drive down the street, you'll catch a $50 ticket or whatever it is, but you don't get points on your license, at least until now. But what this story is about is they put up a speed camera in front of this gentleman's house, and somebody actually climbed up the pole or went up the pole, and they turned. They somehow did it. I guess maybe the guy works for the city. I don't know how he did it, but he turned. There was a couple of guys that did it. They turned it from facing the street to basically facing the house. They turned it sideways. And then there was another speed camera that was right down the block. They're almost on every block. And the guy had a BB rifle, I guess that's what it looked like. And he took out the lens. He basically shot the lens out. And I applaud that because they are coming down on people driving. The speed limit is 25 miles an hour. And if you do 30, you're catching a ticket for $50. And again, this is not the most affluent area, so a $50 ticket to these people is actually a lot. Now, New York City and New York State is a liberal S. I'll just say that. S-hole. That's what it is. It's majority, it's everything Democrat. And all these people that are voting are like, oh, we're going to get free stuff and we're going to, knock all these rich people down. But the laws that they're putting in place hurts them. Speed cameras everywhere. Red light cameras everywhere. No bail reform. So crime is up. And this is not about bail reform, but when these people commit a crime and there's no bail, they come back into the community that they left and they just commit more crime against the same people. So you're voting thinking that you're trying to crush the man, you know who the man is, and put them down because they're holding you. But it's just hurting you because that's just the way it is. So these guys climbed up a pole. One guy climbed up the pole and he somehow turned it. And he did it in broad daylight. And then the other guy down the street, I have to take a picture of it. He knocked the lens out. He basically had like a BB gun and he shot the lens out. And that's good. I like that because what they're doing is they are crushing you in this city. They are basically putting their foot on the back of your neck. They don't want you to drive. They don't want you to do anything. All these cities, California, New York City, take it, whatever one you want to call, any liberal city, they don't want cars. They don't want people driving, right? CO2, climate change. So they are increasing bike lanes. New York City's putting like 600 more bike lanes. And they are penalizing cars for driving. And now, if you get 3 of these red light tickets or red light cameras, most of them are faulty. You could just get a ticket for driving maybe 30 miles an hour, 31 miles, I think 6 miles over the limit. You catch a ticket. Now, if you get 3 tickets within 18 months, they want to force you, I think they signed it, to take driver's ed again, or they'll take away your car. So let's say you get 3 of these tickets within 18 months. Now, granted, there's one of these on every block in Service Road. The speed limit is 25 miles an hour. Some places, the speed limit is only 15 miles an hour. If you go 5 to 6 miles over that, you get clocked with a ticket. And if you get 3 of those tickets within 18 months, they actually have the right to take the car away. So they'll say, oh, John Smith owns the car. Well, they're just going to take that car away. I don't think they're going to give you points. Well, actually, they might, but they're taking the car away either way. And John Smith has to go to driver's ed. So they're just making it very difficult to do business, drive a car, basically it's a tax. They always say they're going to tax the rich and they're going to tax the billionaire and the millionaire, but they're not. When you're getting tickets, that's just basically a tax. They're taxing you. the low middle class, the low class, the middle class. Again, I'm in Brooklyn. The place in Brooklyn I am, these people don't have a lot of money. Let's just say ghetto. These people, I mean, I don't even know if they're paying it anyway, because most of these people are getting government money to begin with. So it's just a cycle of S. I don't want to say any curse words, because YouTube now will come after you for anything. And that's what's happening. But again, speed cameras, red light cameras, if you see them in your area, I don't know. This guy did something about it. Try doing so, because they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop. Right now, it's red. First, it started with a red light. Now, it's a speeding camera. It'll be something else next. I get it. You're trying to keep people safe, and you're trying to keep people from speeding, and I got it. But what they're doing, it's not even about that anymore. It's more about, we don't want you driving a car because of carbon emission and climate change, right? They don't like anything. They don't like you breathing. They don't like you walking. They just don't like you living. And they want to tax you and tax you more and tax you more. And then on top of that, tax you again. Because it's about taking money from people that have anything and giving it to people that have or do basically nothing. But it's not even about that. Because where these cameras are, where I am, these are the people that are doing nothing. These are the people that are on the EBT. They are on the WIC. They are on the welfare. They don't have any money. They drive cars, but it doesn't matter. Because it's not about taxing the rich. It's about taxing everyone. Because rich people move away. Like New York City, people that have money are moving away and they're moving out. So it's these schlubs, like this guy in his house. And they're putting red light cameras in front of his house. And he's going to twist it or turn it or do whatever the hell he's going to do. Good for him. Good for him. And the guy down the street that got his BB rifle or whatever the hell he got, good for him too. Because they just don't want you to live. And they just want to tax you. And I'm not sure how much taxes they can keep getting out of people before people say enough. Like this guy did. And he climbed up a pole. That's it. All right. Like, subscribe, comment. Hope you guys are doing well. Healthy, wealthy, stay fit, all that good stuff. And I will talk to you guys soon.